Good morning, Standard 6. Once again, I am before you, and today I am going to touch geography. The very first chapter is about the globes and maps. So, students, before moving to the topic, I would like to introduce this new subject to all of you. See, geography is also one of the branch like your history and civics of social science. This subject simply deals with the study of the earth and its people. Okay, as you all know that we are living on the earth. It is a very unique planet because it has all the favorable conditions required for the survival of life, and only planet of the solar system which has life on it. So it's very crucial to know about the earth, its history, its structure, composition. Now, what are the various elements which are on the earth? What is the relationship between the natural and biological environment? How the interaction between the physical and human environment is going on? So all these topics are discussed and studied under geography. Okay, now let's move to the topic. So in this chapter I will discuss with you about the globe, its advantages, limitation, maps, its advantages, the various types of maps, the different components of the map, and finally we will move to the sketch and plan. Okay, students, now as you all know that our earth, it is spherical in shape. As it is spherical in shape, we cannot see earth completely from a single view. We need a small model of earth, not only to get the complete picture of the earth but also to study the earth efficiently. Thus, globe is a small model which not only gives the complete view of the earth but it also gives the three-dimensional view of the earth with proper accuracy. Although the earth can be represented through other mediums like your maps, sketches, but globe is the best one because it is the small model which gives the spherical view of the earth. Being the best representation of the earth, globe also help us to understand about its tilted axis, because by rotating the globe you can gently rotating the globe you can see how it is tilted on its axis, how it rotates on its axis, even the duration of day and night, how it occurs, how the parallel lines are running from east to west, how the lines of longitudes are running from north to south. So the complete picture of the earth along with all these knowledge can be completely understand through the medium globe. Now, what are the advantages of the globe? In terms of accuracy, globe is the best one because it gives the most accurate picture of the earth. Second one, it is see, globe gives the realistic view of all the continents and water bodies. Third one is your see, the globe gives the three-dimensional view of the earth. How it gives three-dimensional view of the earth? See, it actually gives the directions, areas, distances and other things, as well as also it gives the exact location of the countries, continents. So ultimately globe is very helpful in the study of all these things. Globe also help us to understand the imaginary lines which are running parallel from east to west. These parallel lines which are running from east to west, they are known as lines of latitudes, and the lines which are running from north to south, they are known as lines of longitudes. So ultimately it's very important to study latitudes and longitudes, and further we will see what is the vitality of latitudes and longitudes, because it plays a vital role not only in the occurrence of day and night but also in the occurrence of various seasons, changing of the seasons. So globe is very crucial to study all these elements. Okay, students, now let's come to the disadvantages of the globe. The first one is, it is as it is very heavy and bulky, it is not easy to carry it everywhere. See, through globe you can see only a part of it. At one glance it is possible to see only a part of the earth. Third one, that a globe is especially if you want to study a small area, a globe cannot be helpful in this. And the last disadvantage is that the landforms, if you want to represent the landforms or the small cities, it cannot be represented with accuracy on globe, because globe is actually, it represents the earth, the major continents and the landforms. Landforms, not the small ones. Okay, there are various types of landforms. So ultimately the globe lacks in these details, as well as because every geographical detail cannot be displayed on it properly, as it has limited space. Okay, students. Now let's come to map. See, map is simply a drawing of a earth surface or a part of it on a flat surface according to the scale. So a map can be used to show the countries also, the rivers also, the small cities or towns can be also shown very accurately through the maps. Now, what are the advantages of the map? See, in comparison of globe, it's very easy to carry anywhere. It is portable. Second one is it gives more information. The information, if you are using the map, it gives you more information in comparison of the globe. And third one is that it occupies very less space and it can be preserved very easily. Even for the small areas, these maps gives the accurate informations. Okay, the small areas can be also used to show with detailed information, and this is possible through maps only. See, different types of maps are used for or providing different types of information. Suppose your political maps, it is used to show the countries, the capitals, the boundaries, the territories. Okay, a physical map, it is used to show the various kinds of landforms like your mountains, valleys, the river bodies. So there are different kinds of maps which gives different types of information. See, a map is very easy to use, and especially it makes the works very easy because the various kinds of colors, contents, signs and symbols which are used in maps, they gives us correct information as well as variety of information, and it makes our work easier. Now let's come to different types of maps. There are different types of maps which gives a specific information, and every map has their own label, color, certain symbols and features which gives information about these about the various types of uh, landforms or water bodies or the physical features. Now, on the basis of the purpose they solve, map can be classified into four types. The first one is your physical or relief map, the second one is your political map, the third one is your thematic map, and the fourth one is your topographical map or topographic map. See, what is physical or relief map? The physical or relief map are those map which simply gives us information about the physical landforms like your valley, mountains, rivers, water bodies, and others. Okay. Now come to political maps. The political maps are those maps which gives information about the countries, capital cities, states, the various important towns and cities, the national and international boundaries. So these are the informations which are especially displayed through political maps. Now come to thematic maps. See, the thematic maps are especially the maps which gives us special information. Suppose the distribution of the crops or the distribution of population of a particular area can be shown by the use of these thematic maps. Now finally, what is topographic map? See, topographic maps are simply those maps which carries detailed information about the physical landforms or local landforms, or even the man-made features like your railway routes and others. Now let's come to the essential features of a map. See, there are certain components which are required in making map, which are very vital in the map making process. So those five essential features which are required in map making, I will discuss in this topic about those things. Now, the first one is your title, the second one is your direction, the third one is scale or distance, the fourth one is your conventional symbols and colors, and the last one is your key or legend. Now let's come to title. Title is simply the title is simply the heading. Suppose when you go through the newspaper, you go through the heading. What is title? It simply tells you about the subject. The heading given in the newspaper reveals you what the topic is about. So likewise here also, the title used in the map, it indicates about the area, it gives the information about about what the map is, and it also reveals, it gives the information. Suppose physical map, suppose if it is about landforms, so title is given there. So ultimately you will get the idea that this can be helpful in getting the information about the landforms like river, valleys or mountains. So ultimately it can be used in the study of the physical or relief features. Likewise, move to second important component is your direction. Direction is very vital because it gives the information. See, without direction, you cannot be able to find out the exact location or the exact distance between the 2 points. So ultimately, direction used in the map, basically there are four major directions which are known as cardinal direction: north, south, east, west. And apart from this, there are eight intermediate directions, that is your northeast, southeast, northwest and southwest. Okay, now after this there is a scale or distance. Let's come to scale. See, a map reduces the size of the huge earth or a part of it to fit this any size of a paper. So ultimately this has to be done very carefully, because the distance between the places on the earth or on the ground should be in proportion to the actual distance between the two places on the earth. So ultimately scale plays a prominent role in this. What is the scale? Scale is actually the ratio of the map distance and the corresponding ground distance. Now come to the three V's by which scale is represented on a map. The first one is your verbal or statement scale. So in this type of a scale, the distance between the places is represented in the form of a statement. The units are presented in the form of the statements. Next one is your linear or graphical scale. In this type of a scale, the distance between the two or more prominent landmarks are represented. Now the third one is your numerical or representative fraction. So in this type of scale, the distance, the ratio between the map distance and the ground distance is represented in the form of fraction. Now there are two different types of maps based on the size. Those are small scale maps and large scale maps. See, the small scale maps are those maps which depicts a large area. It shows more territory, such as the map of a country, or your atlas map. It shows the map of various countries. But these maps, they don't go for detailed information, they give minute informations. You can say they are less detailed one. Now come to large scale maps. See, the large scale maps are those maps which shows a small area but in a great detail. Suppose a map of a town. So in that map you will get every detail. So ultimately the large scale maps are having more detailed information about a particular area or locality in comparison of your small scale maps. Let's come to conventional signs and symbols. See, in a map, every feature or various types of features like your trees or roads and others cannot be shown in their actual shape and size. So there are some internationally accepted signs and symbols which are used in map making to provide the information related to various features. So these are the standardized symbols that are used in map making. They act as a sign language for any map. Even by using these maps, the people of any country can interpret the meaning of the various aspects or various features, and these symbols and signs are very helpful to interpret the maps A person who is unknown to a certain country can also use these maps and use it very easily because of the presence of these signs and symbols, and can interpret it easily. Come to the color. See, colors are very useful in map making, because it not only make the maps interesting to look, not only make it attractive, but it helps in interpretation of information. It also gives us idea. See, just I'm giving you an example. Suppose in physical map, although there are many tools which are used in geography, there are certain tools which are required to study geography very because it will help you to give the clear idea. But although because of COVID-19 the classes is not going on, and that's why I'm not having all those equipments. So ultimately I would definitely help you, and I will definitely show you this practically on smart boards and by using the various equipments like globes and maps, because that will help you in getting the idea with clarity, as well as it will make the lesson very interesting to you. So students like the physical map. So in physical map you will see the use of blue color. So seeing the blue color, you will clearly get the idea, oh okay, blue color represents the water bodies. If you are seeing the brown color, so it denotes the mountains. Likewise, white color denotes the snow covered desert areas. So the use of color is very vital, because it helps to get the clear idea about the map, and also it helps to interpret the information given in the map easily. Comes to now finally it is about the key or the legend. See, the key or legend is also an important feature of map, because you can see in map in the bottom of the map, in the left or the right, you will see there is a index. The key or legend is presented like an index in a map, and this help us to get the idea about the colors, patterns, and other things which are used in map making. We come to sketch and plan. See, the drawing of any place can be in the form of a sketch or a plan. So first of all, I will discuss about the sketch. See, any drawing which is mainly based on memory or observation and not to scale, that is called a sketch. A sketch is actually a rough drawing. And why it is rough drawing? Because it is drawn without scale. So ultimately I'm just giving you an example to get the clear idea. Suppose you want to go to your friend house, but you don't know the way. So your friend prepares a sketch to show you the way to his house. So it is simply a sketch which is drawn without using a proper scale, and it is just a rough drawing which gives you the idea how to reach your friend house. So it is a sketch. It is an example of a sketch. Let's come to plan. Plan is actually a detailed drawing of a small area on a large scale. So the here in the drawing of a plan, you are the actual distance, the actual measurement is used, and it gives a lots of information, not only about the breadth measurement, about the width. So it gives the exact location of a place with accurate details. So a plan can the example of plan can be drawing of a school building, or building or simply a building, or even of an office. So even the architects are those people who used to build the who used to they go for the planning of the how the building should be. So ultimately it is especially used by the architects to get the idea. It helps them to get the detailed planning of the building. So the chapter is over. I have given the question answers. I have mentioned everything. If there is any problem, mention it in the comment, and homework is also given. So thank you, students.